Hold on to your hats, baby, because we're scooting. This is the Honda PCX 150, an excellent urban companion that's capable of more than you might think. Now, being a scooter, capability needs to be qualified just a bit. You know, there's not a corral of horses waiting to be unleashed. This isn't going to take you across the country necessarily, and you're not going to be setting lap times at your local track. But as a practical tool to navigate the cityscape with a host of creature comforts, this PCX 150 really hits the mark. To start with, this thing is agile, and the handling is effortless. It tips the scales at 295 pounds, ready to ride, and it carries its weight so low that you barely feel half that. That means tight turns in parking lots are simple and easy. You can push this thing around without a problem. You can pop it up on its center stand easily. I mean, riders with little to no experience are going to have no problem maneuvering the scooter around. And once you're rolling, you can tack corners with this thing with the lightest of inputs, and weaving through traffic is a breeze. It's absolutely a blast to run through congestion when you're on this scooter. And the ride quality is pretty high too. The 31 millimeter fork, the twin shocks, and the 14-inch IRC tubeless tires really do a good job soaking up imperfections in the road. You know, when I first got on this thing, I couldn't help but think of like Grandma's Cadillac. That sensation of almost hovering above the asphalt instead of rolling over the top of it. The seat and the seating position too, they just add to the comfort of this thing. It's such a relaxed, natural, ergonomic setup that you could ride this thing all day without issue. And being so lightweight, this thing can stop in an instant. You get a single disc brake up front and a drum at the rear. And Honda has included a combined braking system on the PCX 150. And basically what that means is when you grab the lever for the rear brake, you get a little bit of rear brake and a little bit of front brake. You can really tell a difference. I mean, the stopping power on the left side lever here is a lot more acute than when you're just using the front lever. And then of course there's the 153cc liquid-cooled single that powers the PCX 150. It's a compliant, gentle engine. Is really going to be approachable for, you know, riders with less skill or riders that aren't looking to do much else but scoot around and take advantage of all the advantages that a machine like this offers someone. I mean, you could twist the throttle on this thing gently, or you can just give it a handful and power just meets out predictably and smoothly. You know, it's got enough pep to beat the four-door sedans and minivans off the line at a light. But you know, you're not going to unsettle the machine if you get a little bit excited with the throttle. And as far as output in terms of speed, you know, we did a couple of stints on the freeway. It gets up to about 65 miles per hour. You know, it starts to top out in that range. So, I mean, freeway travel is a possibility on this if you're in a place where that's going to be a necessity. Another real rider-friendly, new rider-friendly aspect of this machine is the Honda V-Matic transmission. Basically, it's just a twist and go. You don't have a clutch, you don't feel gear changes or anything. It's really smooth and really seamless. But power and performance aside, some of the most appealing aspects of this machine are the features like the underseat storage. We were able to put my Bell Riot helmet, my Joe Rocket Eclipse gloves, and a couple of bags of groceries as well. You know, there's lots of storage space on here. It's also got a 12-volt charging point inside the dash storage area, so you can charge up your cell phone when you're riding around or whatever electronic device you might have. It's also got a theft deterrent ignition cover lock, so when you put the handlebars into the lock position, a little cover comes up over, you know, the place where you stick the key in, and just keeps your scooter that much safer. It's also got a side stand, a center stand, and a helmet hook under the seat as well. It's got a 2.1 gallon fuel tank, and you can get upwards of 100 miles per gallon on this thing. It absolutely sips fuel. And if you're riding around at night, the dual LED headlights cast a pretty strong beam into the dark, you know, low or high beam. If you're in the market for a new urban chariot,
everyone who knows what Nick Nissan knows goes to Capital City Nissan. Everyone who knows what Nick Nissan knows goes to Capital City Nissan.
CapNissan.com